I'm going to start recording, but one final, you're like, you do me a trick. But one final, one pre-workout.
No, I don't want any. I have not had pre-workout the last time I checked the tub of the C4.
Mate, that's piss weeks shit, though.
Not for me. It was clumped together because it had been there for that long. So I would say maybe 3 or 4 years it's been. And I haven't touched a Red Bull or V for maybe the same
What about a
time.
Monster, the devil's drink?
I don't like Monster. I never liked the taste.
I've never tried a Monster.
I don't know.
I don't know. They seem a bit shit.
They taste like what I imagine it's like to be at like a really bogan
skate park.
Yeah, like a skate park. I don't know.
I feel like that my shoes are big.
Yeah.
My jorts are loose.
Oh.
You are listening to The Laughing Skulls.
Just sit back and relax.
Wearing like a John Cena fucking t-shirt, you know?
Yeah. I don't like this.
Love that.
My favourite of the energy drinks though was the blue V. It was like a mystery flavour.
Really? Blue V?
Yeah, I loved it.
I like Red Bulls. Barely ever have them.
Yeah.
Because I always think, heart attack.
Yeah. I mean, the lack of exercise I do to induce one anyway, like it's not going to happen. But I think the last time I had Red Bull was in a Jaeger bomb, like at a club maybe 2 or 3 years ago or something.
Well, all of the pre-workouts that I ever had, it all continuously kept on getting banned.
What? What were you buying?
So there was this one and I fucking loved it. It was called Annihilate Black Label.
I was literally waiting for the most explosive name.
Explosive name. Can you imagine like the fucking like the audio ads for this? No, like chop suey in the background. Annihilate Black Label.
Flashing like fucking
like flash warning.
Oh god, seizure inducing ads. That's what it would be.
It would make me come alive. Yeah. Oh my god, I would sit there and like squat like 40 kilos more than I normally would for like a personal record. Jesus. And I used to be like pumped, and then I used to take it at like 6 a.m. and because it was also a thermogenic appetite suppressant.
Food?
No food, because it was a thermogenic appetite suppressant. So I used to have it, and then I used to go to the gym for 3 hours.
Oh,
and then I would come back home at about 12 o'clock, have a shower, and then it would be 1:30, and then I would have a protein shake.
Okay.
And then I would wait until 6 o'clock to have dinner.
You're putting like Kate Moss's diet to shame. And that's saying something.
I used to be fucking shredded cuts.
Shredded for stereo.
Stereo. I never got to go.
Me neither.
Did you ever used to go to any sort of concert?
Soundwave. I did go to, there was another one. There was a big one. You had Future.
Yeah.
DEFCON. Never went to DEFCON. I don't see myself at a DEFCON.
I can see you muzzing at a Big Day Out.
Big Day Out. So I have been to Big Day Out and Soundwave, and I'm pretty sure the last time I did get to go to some of the very last ones they had because they cancelled them all. Someone in Sydney's having fun. Fucking cancel it.
There was one, and it's called Superfest.
Super with an A.
Superfest. Yeah. Superfest. And
so the R&B one?
Yeah. And I remember once it was when Chris Brown was headlining, and I was like, shit. No one wanted to go with me, and my mom said no. Sorry.
Stop. Wait, so you didn't end up going?
No.
Oh.
But can you imagine? And I was like trying to pitch it, and then I've got girl. Like Trey Songz was also like the other one headlining as well. Like shit me. For everyone that's listening, hi. You clicked on episode 11 of the Laughing Skulls podcast. My name is Esther.
And my name's Adrienne.
This is the podcast where we like to get a bit wacky, a bit kooky.
Yeah, a little bit weird, but that's just us naturally.
You know, because, we're quirky.
I'm sorry, what?
Bleh. Can you imagine if we were like the podcast people of like the woo-woo? Wee-woo? What do you call them?
I don't know what you're on.
Ooh-woo girls. Ooh-woo-woo. You know, like the anime girls?
What? Ooh-woo-woo.
Ooh-woo-woo. Do you know the ones and they're
I
like...
hate whatever that is.
U-W-U? Ooh-woo-woo. Oh my God, this reminds me of...
Your TikTok algorithm... I don't like it. I don't know what is going on through your brain, but if that's what's coming up in your feed.
Well, I get the really, really cringy shit and I love it. I love doing a deep dive. I want to say to all the lesbians out there, why are your rooms so fucking messy? And I get it. You're gay. Like, stop it. Like, I don't need a fucking melange and like a collage of like rainbow flags everywhere because I get it. You're gay with like your 12 hashtags, LGBTQ, lesbians of TikTok of gay, this and that, girls like girls, follow for a follow, lesbian, gay, love is love. I get it, bro. Remember that fucking chick that we saw beforehand?
Yes.
And she wrote gay is best friend.
It was the crotch grab in slow-mo for me.
And with no,
With the no blinking.
And then the wink at the end.
Yeah, that was the only blink that we got.
Did you think to yourself, fuck, maybe I am gay?
No. that was one instance where I can safely say that did not occur. You have the most interesting, eclectic group of people on your feed.
Look, it keeps me on my toes. People who are really like into anime cross steampunk. Do you know those like fucking...
I love cosplay. I love when people get really hardcore and make an epic costume, but this wee-woo shit that you were talking about, I can't.
One time I got really into bothering my sister about it when I was on my trip, and we went to the American Museum, the one with all the dinosaurs and stuff. Anyways, they had dinosaurs and stuff like that, and this was like... with like we had just it was Esther can't do sound it was just after Halloween, and so I was still really into like Halloween Tumblr time.
Okay.
And so then I kept on calling it the skeleton war. Ironically, please, this is satirical. I took a video panning all the dinosaur bones and I called it the Raw Squad with like an XD. Raw.
Do you still have this video?
I do.
Oh, God.
Rawr.
Roar. XD. I don't even know what to say. Wow. Okay.
Have you reevaluated your partnership with me?
I have.
Yeah.
I have. I do have a question though.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm sure many of our listeners do too. What type of lesbian are you again?
STEM chapstick.
A STEM chapstick.
Yeah.
Ellen DeGeneres.
No. Not Ellen. No one likes Ellen. Do you know what? I've never fucked with Ellen.
Ellen DeGeneres. No. I don't know where I was going
Ellen
with that.
DeGeneres full of regrets. Like, if you were going to see me as, like, a lesbian world, it's like...
Ruby
like
Rose?
Ew, I hate Ruby Rose.
I'm really not doing well.
Like, no, you're not. Do you know why? Because you are, in the lesbian world, a pillow princessy...
I recently learned what that was, and I would not be rude.
I'm so glad. But you'd 100% be a lipstick, fully femme. But I think that you would then date the more masculine version of me.
Okay.
So I don't think that you would date a lipstick to a lipstick, like a lipstick to a femme, like a femme, like a femme and a femme. I think that you'd be more of like the androgynous.
Totally. I think you're actually so spot on.
Like the much more masculine energy. That's my train of thought.
I think you're onto something.
But it's a very, very fine line because you've got the you've got the kind that will then sorry will go.
You're so funny when you go into these laughing modes.
You'll go and they've got the Doc Martens, right?
Yeah.
Skinny jeans. Mm-hmm. But they've got fucking suspenders.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And a bow tie.
Okay, can I please tell you why you're so accurate? Because my first boyfriend dressed literally what you just described. And I'm not even talking like just on special events. I mean like most days. So bow tie, and he would always say, you know, a bow tie is way more classy. And like...
And they've always got
I'm actually a sucker for a bow tie. I'm so sorry.
Oh my God. Oh no, you better sip that water. Oh
I am.
my
I'm
God.
sipping it. I'm sipping it. I'm dehydrated here. So stressful. But that's, you nailed it. You really did. And you know what? My first boyfriend could totally count as he would look like an androgynous lesbian, I think. He actually sort of gave me if Machine Gun Kelly had the clean cutness of Chris Evans.
Right.
That's what he looked like. Very tall, very skinny, extreme. Like I'm talking.
You like the lanky ones.
I've said this before. I think I like the malnourished boys.
Yes, you do.
I don't know if there's something to do with it's my Italian wanting to feed them and like it's something that draws me to them. But
it's the Discord mods for you.
Stop.
It's the, I can't believe my mom made me want to have a shower again.
Shock.
I did it last week, Mom.
Oh, God.
But then all of my ex-girlfriends have all given off like
a similar vibe.
Bitch energy.
Yeah.
Absolute.
Not even boss bitch. Like just
just like so fucking annoying. They gave like, okay, so like one of my ex-girlfriends gives me Amber Heard vibes.
Oh God.
And you can't tell me that she fucking doesn't.
No, you're so
absolute
correct.
Fucking psycho. Have you seen more updates of the fucking trial? How she goes, I was picturing Kate Moss and I just swung.
Yep.
And I was like, yo.
Literally everyone knows that she made it up because that never happened.
It never happened.
Hashtag gaslighting. Yeah, no, I get the Heard vibes.
I was going to go and say to you when we first started this recording, hey, are you okay? And then I was going to go, Aquaman. That recording of Johnny's taking her wig, Aquaman. And it's such a fucking shame too because I actually genuinely liked that film.
Me too. I thoroughly enjoyed Aquaman.
And now all I'm going to hear is Aquaman. And then her going, oh.
Lots and lots of giggles today. Oh my God.
Do you think that you have dated like the same kind of guy? Like if you're going to categorize it, like you haven't dated like the where's my hug, like nice guy. We both mutually knew someone who was very much like the milady jort.
Who shall not be named.
No.
Jesus, the jort. I actually hate that word. Like it makes me sick.
Really?
I cannot because when you say it, it comes with a bunch of things. Like things come along with that word.
Yeah.
At least visually, like thongs, maybe Crocs. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Shorts.
Look, I was thinking about buying Crocs. I don't know.
Look, they're sort of working their way up in the fashion world.
True.
Their marketing lately has been spot on.
I could be a trendsetter.
But when I say like thongs, I'm talking like the thick, maybe suede We don't know what brand it is. They're just chunky, like 1989 thongs to go with the jorts, which always have to be oversized, like way oversized.
Always.
And potentially some sort of jersey.
It's because skinny and well-fitted slim pants are not for the nice guy because they can't run for the girl with their white knight syndrome. So they've got to make sure it's airy.
Roomy.
Aerodynamic jorts.
Oh,
and then you've also got their trilby or fedora.
Oh my God, so with a pinstripe?
Always a fucking pinstripe. And it goes with their, with a whole maybe,
Rip curl? Are we thinking a rip curl?
Curl, maybe a billabong. Or maybe a 15-year-old cotton on shirt or like, like a really, no, I lie to you, Lowe's.
Yep.
And they got it, or they're still living out their high school days and wearing the old plain white school shirt because it still fits them.
Oh my God.
Because they're still youthful.
Yeah.
My ladies.
Wow.
Have I painted the perfect man for you?
You've painted a man that I don't want to close my eyes for too long because the visual is really too strong.
Because you don't want to manifest him too hard because you know that he'll come into fruition.
Yeah, that's something like that. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not blinking at all. I'm highly concerned.
Your eyes, they're watering.
They're watering, but they'll stay that way.
Yeah.
No, you have not, unfortunately.
I can't wait for your fucking wedding, bro. And I'll just see.
What is that?
Jorts rubbing together.
Oh, God. If that happens to me, your job is to literally tackle me to the floor.
Should I pretend that, like, I object or something?
Not pretend, just object.
Do you know what? It's fine because I think that your sister would be first in line to be like, 80, what the fuck are you doing? And she'd probably run him over.
Most likely. She did run over Mum's foot, so she could do it.
What an evil woman.
I know. You know what I do sometimes? I'll just, any day, any time. Hey, Alana, yeah? Remember that time you ran over Mum's foot? And she'll just be like, fuck you. Oh, God.
Because I know that we've both have dated, like, the cool guy.
The cool guy.
The cool guy.
Yeah, I have dated the cool guy. I've got to say, my 3 exes were all the cool guy in their own way at the time.
The second one was a pretty big of a knob, though.
Oh, it did not take long for that facade to falter. But at the time, like in that circle of people, he was classified as like the cool guy. No.
Look,
He was definitely a combo of so many other things. That's not the impression I would have, left.
Look, the one thing that really stands out to me, and it's really quite vital, is at your birthday.
Oh, no.
He promised to make the sausages.
I love how you remember this.
I do, because and he goes, oh, yeah, I've got all the sausages and I'm going to go and grab it. You see all the buns, and I go, sick one. I'm going to have hot dogs. Do you know what happened?
He got shit-faced and didn't do anything.
He got shit-faced.
Yeah.
And those hot dogs were never hot. They were still in the fridge.
Jesus.
Cold
I think
dogs.
I do remember this now. Like, honestly, I've probably repressed it from my memory.
I will never forget the disappointment. And then he did it the next year. Motherfucker.
Oh, my God. Wow.
Mate, I will never forget that. And I was like, oh, yeah. Nah, never happened. And do you know what happened on both of those parties?
The next day he left with all his friends to go home and left me by myself to clean up.
No, we stayed.
Well, I mean, obviously.
No, because I'm selfish and this story is about me, about your birthday party.
What else did he do?
I threw up everywhere because old mate didn't cook the fucking sausages.
Oh.
Do you remember? And then No,
I swear to God,
you were
I have
pretty
locked-
hooked too.
I've locked some of these disappointments away in a chest and thrown it into the ocean in my mind. There's like a dark ocean, like way back. Just yeeted it in there.
Fun parties though.
Concrete.
Brilliant parties.
Brilliant.
Would do it again. Lorella, if you're listening to this, because I know you listen to it, let's do it again. There's a Queensland weekend and it's my birthday on that weekend. So you love me like a daughter. So why don't we have an absolute rager?
I could so do that. I could definitely throw a rager at my house. I don't see why not.
I could be as important as Mario saving the princess or as useless as Mario being a plumber. I could go just
either.
depending how far the drink spectrum would be. And I still say live stream it. And then something will happen and it'll be the toilet is clogged again.
Yep. It could happen. It could potentially happen. Have you dated a cool girl? Like a
Oh my God, yes, I have. And it's so annoying. It is so annoying because I'm like, all right, settle down, pedal. That's enough. Because at the end of the day,
pedal.
It's better than being called possum.
Oh, agreed.
I actually really like possum. Listen, to our listeners, it is 10 o'clock at night and we've both had a full day at work because we have full-time jobs.
Unfortunately.
And we're tired. And so this is us I am keeping McDonald's economy going with the sparkling water and I
always get the
Do you want
soda water.
Do you want some sparkling water, bro?
Why not?
Fuck KFC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never. Still to this day, not offering it at all.
Fools.
Disgusting.
Do you know what that's good? Embarrassing. Aren't you embarrassed?
This fine establishment, this eatery cannot provide cannot provide carbonated water.
They can't provide one single hose to go into the drinks machine. Get rid of the Pepsi and the Mountain Dew. Who orders the Mountain Dew? I know that you had a phase.
I had a phase. Oh, look, I was like, 16? Give me a break. But I've never seen, I don't think I've seen anyone walk out of a KFC with Mountain Dew in a really long time.
I kind of just want to have, I forgot what it tastes like.
It's very extremely sweet. And I don't know, like a lime, lemon.
Is it similar to a Sprite?
No. It's worlds apart.
Okay.
Look, I understand why people get hooked on it and why they lose all their teeth. I just...
Death row meal.
It's good.
Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew.
Oh, can I also just say, while we're on the thing of Mountain Dew, I never thought that I would be such a fucking yeehaw.
What do you mean?
Like, I love cowboy stuff.
You do. You have multiple cowboy hats in front of us right now.
It is so funny. Laura proposed to me in a cowboy hat.
It's literally the best proposal box I've ever seen in my life.
The best thing I've ever seen in my life. And I feel like I should do a round 2 of Esther's Roundup.
Yes. Oh.
You know?
Do it.
I really feel like, oh, you didn't come.
I don't even, off the top of my head right now, I just remember feeling really sad because it looked amazing and everyone dressed up.
All right.
Yeehaw.
Oh, I absolute yeehaw. And have you ever watched Yellowstone?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
It's a good time. Oh, this is what I wanted to say to you. Have you watched the new Netflix series with Toni Collette called Pieces of Me?
Pieces of Her.
Pieces of Her.
I was on that show.
What? We just finished it.
Really? Okay, you can only see me. I'm like this big.
I'm going to rewatch it again.
You know when the guy who's like the politician guy, what's his name? He was in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, the dude.
He's giving a speech about his father.
Yeah.
My father did this and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I was sat right to his left on the first table on his left. I was in a full, I had to play a charity ball attendee or whatever.
Why didn't you tell me?
I don't know. I think
Why didn't you tell me anything?
I'm sorry.
We're friends.
We are friends. I spent, I think, 6 or 7 hours just pretending to be a rich bitch at the table. Manifesting it. We couldn't eat the food, obviously. You're not really allowed to touch it, continuity reasons, even though you couldn't see the food anyway. Everyone was pretty hungry. Some of the extras were sneaking it. So we had tables of like...
But what was the food though? I don't remember.
Like little cakes. Like finger food, charity ball food.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Boring. Like...
Yeah, it wasn't like high budget. It's like, I mean, you can see how much money they try to save on sets when it's not got that big of a backing production-wise as something like Yellowstone, for example.
Yeah.
They literally would have probably done a run to like Coles.
Yeah.
Gotten those little cupcakes, taken the paper off and like just tried to make it look.
Because the thing is that what I was going to say was, one, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it.
Did you binge it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Every night. It was so good. It was really good. I
love Tony. Love her. I was really hoping she would be there that day, but I only got to see him do his speech. So
he was like, I thought it was so good, and can't wait for a season 2.
Do you reckon there's going to be one?
I think they've set it up to be for a season 2. And the thing that really, like, I don't know, I was looking at things and I was like, this looks like Sydney. Or like this road.
Oh, so you didn't know that they filmed it here?
Nah. And I was like, this looks familiar to me. I was like, isn't the signage like a bit different there or whatever it is? And then I looked it up and it fucking was.
It was. You
and I was like, because do you know how I did that really long road trip to Queensland?
Yes.
And so I was just looking at everything. Yeah. So I had to go through the Central Coast. And I was like, I know this.
Filmed it all here. The scene that I was in for that
was at ICC, ICC in Darling Harbour.
Yeah, the International Convention
And the thing that really ruined it for me though.
What?
The thing that really ruined it for me was when they were in Darling Harbour.
Yeah.
And I was like, that really has just fucked with my illusions of the entire show.
You know what? That is one thing that really fascinates me when you watch something that's made locally. It does. It takes you out of it because you know exactly what it's like and it makes the people seem small and it brings them back down to your level in a way that's like no longer the stakes just aren't as high anymore. You're like, oh, they're doing a job. They're using this place that I know very well.
Yeah, I was like, oh, well, I know that Pancakes to Rocks is just there.
Right?
But I was also like, there are so many fucking bridges.
I threw up on that corner.
I stacked it here, went to my fall around the corner. Like, I was thinking about it and I was like, they could have chosen any random bridge. Anything. And I know that they filmed some scenes in Georgia and in Atlanta. And I was like, Tony, could you not see? Like, could she not see that this is such a, like, I know that for the American viewers, they're like,
they'd be
I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
But to me, I'm like, well, I went and sat there and like had pancakes there when I was 17.
Yeah.
And Hurricanes is over there. I remember, I can only imagine how loud the set was. And these two people have got like the San Francisco ambulance. And I was like, could it not just be cheaper to just fucking go over there and do it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, I get you. And even having traveled to some big cities where they film, it still feels big when you watch it, even though like you've been to New York, right? Like you'll still watch something that's set there and it will still
because it's kind of because it's one of those like, oh, I've been there. Wow, not it's Darling Harbour.
Like,
and then there was the Safe House. They filmed it in the Blue Mountains. And I was like, oh, that was the only thing because I spend a lot of time in the Blue Mountains. And so I was like, oh, well, I wonder where they chose it.
Yeah, because it could be anywhere.
Yeah, it could be anywhere. I'm like, oh, wow, could be an existing thing? Not in the city. I'm like, do it in like the inner west where there's like random bridges or like whatever it is. Like you could have made it so not mysterious,
its own thing. Like
inconspicuous. Is that the right word?
Inconspicuous. Yeah, that's a good one.
And so that's just what I was just thinking about. It
takes you out of it.
And I was
really
like,
does.
Oh,
I got to tell you, like,
yes, ma'am.
One day, actually, I think you'd have a good time, but you wouldn't actually want to do things like extra stuff because it's very laborious, very boring, very long, unless you get to do some really cool scene that like you get to be a part of. But literally for that whole time, it was just every angle of the same speech for like 6 hours. Oh my God.
Not the Quellas.
No. And then watching it, I didn't.
Did it give you like was it like Christmas music in a PTSD like retail setting?
Sort of. Not as bad. Nowhere near as bad. But it's just like the magic is gone. I think unless you got to do something like Thor or Batman, like you're going to watch it even though you were there and you saw everything and it's still blow your fuck.
I was going to say, okay, so I'd like to tell everyone we are about 30 minutes in and we have gone completely off topic.
As usual.
we had a whole fucking thing planned, but you know what? We're on a roll. So take it or leave it. Please take it.
Please.
If you like it, please give it a 5-star, please. Fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say.
We're on a tangent.
I have. So you were talking about. You were talking about. Oh, you said tangent, not tantrum. My brain goes, you know, there's those subreddits and there's like husky tantrums and like something falls on the couch and they go rah 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 rah.
Really good at that, by the way.
Thank you so much. I practiced with Sunny.
We will be selling those ringtones down the line.
Oh my God, monophonic and polyphonic. Or for all them Nokia people.
Phonics, all the phonics.
You are the least most like gang sign person.
I would laugh at me.
Yeah.
Like,
I reckon I reckon on my TikTok algorithm you'd be the kind to be like gangster, but it's like that really bad trucker hat but like directly on the side.
Oh God.
And then with like the mini skirt but with tights and boots on.
That's what you think of me.
Yeah.
That's wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I think that you'd be the kind to go and wear like the fake 3D glasses and put like the
I want to throw up.
Like the pimples on there to be like, I'm so ugly, and then you take off your glasses and you
stop it.
And it's like, wow, look at me, I'm so beautiful.
Fine, I'll make one of those TikToks and I'll put it on our account.
We have a Laughing Skulls TikTok account, and we're going to be, I want everyone to let us know what kind of fucking content you guys want, because you will never see me fucking dancing on this talk of an app.
You say that now.
No. We'll have it.
Not kidding. Like, one of the first ideas I had with you was to do a dance. So
what? Which one?
I don't know, but we could pick one.
Dun, dun, dun.
You already know one.
I know a lot of them, but I just won't record myself.
Well, that's your own mistake.
My favorite.
You literally just auditioned. Congrats, you passed.
I like the one where I had posted it up recently, and my handle is Greek Poppy, and it said that I was an alpha male. Look, so out of an alpha, a beta, and a sigma male.
Yeah.
It's omega.
Omega.
I had to go through the alphabet. So I went to Greek school for a couple of years. He said that I was an alpha. And he goes, hey, I'm blah, 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 and I'm 14. I've got a massive peen. And I'm like, fuck yeah. This is the sound for me, I'm telling you.
Okay, all right. Well, you're free to use the sound and make a TikTok if it speaks, if it calls to you.
Thank you.
Like a massive peen.
I have a massive peen.
If you did, I would believe it.
What is this episode?
I don't know.
Next minute, it's our most highest played.
This episode it's now 10:26. I worked for 11 hours, drove for 2.5.
I went to sleep.
You've had a massive fucking day as well, and we're delirious as hell.
Isn't that just called content? Mwah.
I am like at a point where I probably wouldn't notice if I fell off of a bridge. That's how tired I am.
I would really like to thank ourselves for not giving each other like a historical podcast, like a narration one. Can you
and
imagine?
that required like serious information.
Oh my God, can you imagine if people relied on us for serious information? We would probably be sued.
Most likely.
Can you imagine? They're like,
We would have to have like 50 disclaimers just to avoid the lawsuits.
like
We are not qualified.
No.
We're not certified. Any-fied.
yeah.
We're just bona fide also. Oh my God. I'm actually embarrassing
The
myself.
fact that the most challenging part of this podcast is not recording, it's not editing, it's not, the hard stuff, quote unquote. It's me figuring out a description. I don't know what it is. I suck at writing. You'd think I'd be good at it because I don't shut up. You know what I mean?
Did you think I thought you were good at it?
No, I don't know. Maybe. I'm good at editing. Wow.
I'm just being a straight up bitch. You are very good at writing, my friend.
Before we started this recording, because I need to tell everyone.
Out of the house.
Out of the house, because I went and got your
big deal.
food.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, you did. You rescued it from the extremely incompetent Uber Eats.
Someone sees a boom gate in front of our building complex and they're like, what? Me no know.
What is this?
There's a pole. And there's like instructions on the fucking intercom, bro. But no, didn't do it. And it's pouring rain.
Yeah, it was pouring rain.
And while I was gone, you and Laura were talking about my chair, my office chair, and how Laura thinks that it's an incel chair. I didn't think that there was such disrespect in my house behind my back.
I just would like to read the dictionary definition of incel because I know it's going to make me laugh even more.
Are you going to go for the dictionary, the Urban Dictionary?
Hang on a second.
Yeah.
Is this the one that we want? Let me just double check here.
Involuntarily celibate?
There's just a way longer version, but yes, involuntarily celibate.
Mm-hmm.
A member of an online community of young men who consider themselves unable to attract women sexually, typically associated with the views. But yes, basically it's not their fault.
Nothing is ever their fault. So when that remark was first made, one, I was disgusted. I had gone and said, no, my chair is not an incel chair. I've had the same chair for like 7 years.
Really?
2000
Actually looks pretty good for 7 years.
2015?
Okay.
Maybe even more? 7 years. I then go onto Google Images and I go and type in incel gaming chair. There's one that looks like a scorpion.
Yeah.
And it's like the full, like, you wish that you were in a racing car seat, like a sports car seat.
Well, these chairs are designed for people who literally never leave their screens.
Oh, look at this Mario one.
Jesus Christ.
X-Rocker BM 8571 gaming chair.
If you bought that, I don't care if you watched, but I would set it alight.
Is that a fucking Gryffindor gaming chair?
That one actually...
No, this is Lannister. It's a Game of Thrones.
It's at least sleek. That one's sleek.
No, it's got a fucking... No.
It's sleek.
It just means it's not incel, it's incest.
Well,
Lannister.
That's a very good point.
Thank you so much. I made that on the fly. I made that comment on the fly.
Good writer. Good
Thank
writer
you.
over here. I just...
There's also one... Do you want me to buy you this pink one? It's got a
No.
footrest.
No. That is a shade of pink that I'm not a fan of. It just makes me think of...
What about this rainbow
gross
one
things.
for me, just in case people don't know that I'm a big gay? And then
Actually,
it says
you know
world's
what?
greatest gay on there.
Didn't even think
on
of
my
that
hand.
at first, but yeah, now I really think you should invest.
Maybe this one so I can roll away to the kitchen.
That would actually make me laugh so hard. Not gonna lie. I'd probably attempt to like push it just to see if you could do a full roll, like a hamster
You know,
wheel.
like the gymnastics
You know what I mean?
people, like Cirque du Soleil?
Yes. I'd Cirque du Soleil the shit out of you.
And then you've got this chick who, her name is Nastia Valentine on Twitter. And she,
Watch out,
this?
she's drinking a beer. That's rogue.
Drinking a beer in my gaming chair like the insufferable incel.
I truly am.
Okay. I thought it was exclusive to men to be an incel.
Yep, it's supposed to be.
I like the photo where it's like, no pussy for you, pussy tight, pussy fresh, pussy clean. But none for you. Oh my God, question. Have you ever dated a guy? Sorry, my brain.
Unfortunately.
My brain's just going, didn't like the iTunes like
I can see
the reel.
Yeah.
And then it's like that plus the equations.
Yes.
Have you ever known a guy or dated a guy? Because I had no idea that this was a thing.
Okay.
That the men, or like that straight dudes, they don't wipe nor do they clean their ass. I have seen it all over TikTok to the point where it's all like carbonated water. That's why KFC doesn't go and sell it.
Oh,
there are.
I have seen things about this.
Right? And I was like, is this legit? Because I'm like, does this not give you like a rash?
Some boys are just very lazy. Very, very lazy when it comes to the soap and the hygiene. I've been pretty fortunate myself. I do have to say there have been a couple of instances where two of them definitely could have scrub-a-dub-dubbed better. But then the other two of them were, one of them was like very brief, but cleanest guy I've ever seen in my life. And part of me thinks he can't be as straight as he is because, wow, like the maintenance, I've never seen that before. It was very impressive.
Right.
Yeah, very impressive. Like I would literally chop and meals on his body. He was that clean.
Because that was like the first time that I had ever heard that was a thing.
It is. I can tell you it's a thing. Like it's true.
But like aren't the guys uncomfortable? Doesn't it get crusty? But why don't they care?
I don't know, because they were never, a lot of the time I feel like they never were raised with an urgency to give a fuck, because after their mothers stopped bathing them, they just sort of, oh, you do whatever you want. And then the girl cops like the really stern, like cleanliness, clean, this, that. But the boy, oh, don't worry, you can just go do
that is
you
really
need to.
fucking gross because it,
and I feel like they develop lazy habits in a bunch of things because they don't have as much pressure on them generally growing up to like take care of themselves and others around them and clean and do this and do that. No. They get away with just more, I reckon, and they just makes them lazy.
Honestly, you straight people are
I know.
Cooked.
Do you want to hear another reason why it's gross? That I feel like it's a hypothesis.
Please.
But also true. A lot of men who tend to be... Look, you've got your men who are like my random rarity cleanliness exhibit who was very shaven, like extremely smooth skin, like literally not a hair inside.
Mm-hmm.
There are no worries about him ever being like clean. Then you have the ones who don't ever shave anything ever. So it gets really long in areas that are not being looked after well or cleaned. So the hair retains some really gross stuff. And I feel like that's what would be coming up on your TikTok, people talking about that stuff.
I'll let you know. I'll let everyone else know. As we're on this weekly whip. It's your weekly whip.
It is.
Monday morning, what have you guys got going on? Well, we've got
this.
Pussy tight, pussy fresh, pussy clean. Men's asses. Dirt.
Yeah.
Crumbs.
Mm-hmm. And I'm telling you, they just go like once, oh, sweet, and continue about their day.
That is the grottiest thing I've ever heard.
It's
so gross. But what happened? Is that why? Okay, is that why so many men are like, oh my God, is that a shot? Or is that just
you know what? That is the point where I will switch off. I will exit my body.
That's the thing where I
try
go
to what's the word when you dream out of your body? You travel in your dream.
oh my God.
What are they called?
What are
There's
they
a
called?
name for them.
Does it begin with a P?
Oh,
Existential
we got to look this up because it's going to bug. You're so close. I'm typing in projectile dreaming, but I know that's not the name.
my brain goes to when my brain goes to when that story that we were saying about Sonny, about how when he had the fucking salt water
Astral
projection. I was close. I was so close.
But please, 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 you cannot just skim over what happened to Sonny. Because it's wild.
Okay, we were in Queensland, went to the beach, Easter Saturday. Lots of people around.
Of course.
So, we're in Queensland. This is his first time that we had ever been with him to the beach. Because why? He's a rescue, blah, blah, blah. We're not depriving him, blah, blah. He's a king in our house. This guy, he went to go and take a shit. You know, being a responsible, dog parent that I am. And I'm like, all right, I'll go get my bag, this and that. But I got to go watch him because he loves to do the thing where he'll take one shit and then he'll walk 2 steps. So he leaves like a trail.
Yeah.
Mate, this guy can't do it in one go. Nah. This guy, the way his poop just turned in, it was like projectile. And as I had described it to you, a pump water bottle, you put Coca-Cola in there, a Mentos, you shake it, and then you just... And that's how it was all over the grass.
And that was because he had
ingested
salt water.
The poor bastard. And then you just hear all of us. So, like, my partner's family and I just go, ooh, ooh. And then there's this random guy and he went to his car and he had no shoes on and he got so close to the poop. Oh. And it was so bad. And then we're like, oh, do we tell him? What do we do? But it's too late because he's already walking.
He's too far away.
He's too far away. He's too far gone. Oh. And then we're like, okay, cool. He missed it. Maybe he went to go and get his thongs.
Maybe.
5 minutes later, he's walking back.
Oh, my God.
We're like, oh, my God, it's going to happen again. I think, do you know what? Come to him. That's what you get for wearing no shoes and you're not looking down when you're looking.
Yeah.
He missed it again. Old mate is a bitch for fish. Have you seen him?
A bitch for fish. Sounds like his debut album.
Have you listened to Jack Harlow's album? New album?
Not the whole thing.
It's actually super good.
It's pretty good from what I've heard so far, but I have to listen to the whole thing.
And old mate's bisexual.
There you go. You got a chance.
Me?
I'm just seeing your reaction.
I was going to be like, I don't think that's how it goes, buddy.
I know. I love the confusion. I love making people like stop and really think.
You made me go like...
I just spin total bullshit, but it's just fun to watch the process in the person's face.
Again, reiterating that I was just the Internet Explorer in this like scenario. But that's also the same with Tyler, the Creator.
What do you mean? He's also Internet Explorer? Or?
No, that he's that he's bi. I think that he's bi or he's gay or definitely bi.
I got those vibes, like even just like
you can't be that funny and be straight. I'm sorry.
I feel like there's actually a lot of truth to that.
Is that why I'm the funnier one? I'm joking.
That was just my fist into my hand.
She's going to give me a knuckle sandwich later. Just a knuckle sandwich.
I didn't hurt Esther just then. That was a pun.
Ow, ow. Who am I? Ow.
Amber Heard?
Yes! Oh my God. Yes, queen, period.
Speaking of period.
Yeah.
I'm not going down that road, but I'm just saying. Are there any final thoughts that you have for this evening? I mean, it really was a whip.
It was a whip. The only thing I have to say is it's going to be really interesting to listen to tomorrow when I'm editing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm still going to make this live because I feel like that we did say on Instagram that we are the kind of chats, which is the post-party 2 a.m., like you're a bit delirious, but that's when like you're the funniest.
I really think one night we should stay up until 2 a.m.
Well, you know
just
what?
talk fucking shit.
Absolutely.
See what comes
shit.
out. Just anything.
Yeah.
Like when our brains are
Oh
really
my God,
like...
bitch, come for a sleepover.
Mommy.
Well, luckily for us, we've also got a party on Saturday. Are you working?
Yeah, I work all weekend.
Oh, party.
But it's fine. It's fine. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Governor.
Oh, remember that guy remember the Peaky Blinders guy?
No.
Yeah, on TikTok.
On TikTok, yes.
And he's like, watches one Peaky Blinders episode and he thinks that he's like, yeah, I can be a part of the Peaky Blinders. You better watch me. All right.
It's not going to happen.
Okay.
It's never going to happen. Tone it down.
Absolutely. On that note, we'll see you next week on another episode of Wow, We're Cooked.
So cooked.
It's so bad because we're just on water. So
Nothing exciting.
Yeah. But
H2O.
if you guys like this episode or just liked us in general, give us a like.
If you don't like us, still please give us a like.
Subscribe, share this, and rate it. Like
5 stars.
5
Spotify.
stars. It gives us so much help. You have no idea. And we will be seeing you guys next week. Bye. Peace. I was like, you were going,
I was trying to make the P shape with my face, so maybe you'd be like, peace, but then you're like, not peace.
Okay, all right. You want to do it one more time? Okay. Peace.